Alright guys, welcome back. I'm going to go ahead and attempt dungeon number 2, wherever the hell it may be located. Again, I'm sorry if I end up wandering a lot during this video. I haven't played this game in a good many years. Now that way I'm fairly certain goes up to that waterfall, and that's kind of like the area where the difficulty drops off the face of the earth and you get wrecked so easy. Don't know if I have enough rupees for the flame candle yet. Let me see if I can't get the flame candle. Oh, I went down. Wait a minute. I lost myself here. Okay. Hopefully this is where I can get the flame candle. Oh yes, and I do not. I am clearly a poor son of a bitch. Literally have half the rupees that I need for it. In there, 60 rupees. You annoying bastards. I think the glowing rupees are just 1 rupee, and the ones that are solid are 5. I may have this backwards. This game is very brutal, even though it's just out there in the open world, unfortunately. Now, I do believe there is a fairy fountain up here, which I can use to replenish my health if I don't die first. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna end up dead here. Never mind, I made it. Hopefully I won't be doing too much more dying. Now, there is a way that you can early grind the item that pretty much makes everything deal half damage, or it may not be half damage, it may be like a quarter damage, like 25% off your damage, and then there's another upgrade to that which would do the full 50% damage off, which is extremely helpful, especially earlier on in the game. So it may actually be worth it to go ahead and grind out. Oh, look, a fairy. Unfortunately, I don't have enough rupees for that candle, and it doesn't look like I'm gonna get them at this rate. So it may be worth me going ahead and attempting the second dungeon before getting the candle. So I'm gonna go ahead and refill my health up here and go ahead and attempt the second dungeon. And hopefully I don't run out of time before I complete it. I know the second dungeon's actually a little harder than the first. I'm literally getting destroyed before I even get there. And I really don't want to go into that dungeon without a good amount of health. Otherwise, I'm just gonna die right when I get there. I could use Death Abuse. Now, for those who aren't very familiar with a lot of the speedrunner terms, Death Abuse is just dying intentionally for the sake of either respawning yourself to a shorter point in the game, or basically just using it as a tool. I don't really want to mansplain this a whole lot. So in this case, I would be using it to refill my hearts, rather than go through this whole dungeon half-baked. I don't know why I keep killing those things I don't need to. Probably gonna die very soon. that's okay. Look at these. A lot of people think these are just Dark Knights, but they're actually called Dark Nuts. We all heard of these nuts? Well, how about Dark's nuts? Oh, dude. These things, they take out so many hearts. I think they do 2 heart damage, if I'm not mistaken. These guys can fuck right off. It's been a long time since I played this game, but I never knew, but I just now noticed that it doesn't actually give you full hearts. It'll only respawn 3. Which is fine for this dungeon. You really don't need more than 3 hearts to get through it. Hopefully. Now there is a swordless run of this game, which is absolutely ridiculous. Even though finishing this game swordless is absolutely impossible, you cannot defeat Ganon without a Master Sword. They can get all the way up to Ganon without ever using any of the swords. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be like three upgrades, I believe, to the sword. I think there's the wooden one. There's the no, there's 3. There's 3. There's the wooden one. There's the white sword, and then there's the magic sword, which is the Master Sword. Now, when I say 3, I'm also counting the wood one as an upgrade, because technically it's optional until you need the Master Sword. And in that case, I don't think you have to upgrade to all. I don't think you need the other 2 to upgrade to the Magic Sword. In fact, I don't think you even need to take any one of the swords. They're not really upgrades at that point. I mean, they are if you're in the sense of they're stronger, but they aren't in the sense of you're not required to have one to get the others. You can literally just walk around this whole game without ever having a sword and somehow finish all the other bosses and still get the white sword. Now, I'm actually it's just come to my attention that I'm actually doing level 3 and not level 2. I didn't even look up there at the top hand corner. The funny thing about this game is that you can't actually do it out of order. Some of them. Some of the levels you can. Some of the levels you can't. Simply because you have to have certain items to kill certain bosses. Ugh, this text. Make it go away. Well, there's a funny thing that you can do with the candle with these old men. You can actually throw the fire right in their face and they friggin' attack you back. That is definitely really funny. I don't know why they added that in. I mean, all you're really gonna do when you... Oh, here's the swastika level. I don't know why they decided to go with a swastika, but they did. I'm sure Nintendo will just say it's purely coincidental. Or perhaps they did. These guys are literally the worst enemies in the game. You have to hit them right in the back. And you have to have the patience of a saint. Because most of the time when you get right behind them, they just turn around and they stab you in the face. And you think you're moving in for the kill and you're actually not. Alright guys, I actually don't have enough time in this video to attempt the boss, so I will go ahead and end the video here, and I will go ahead and post the next video of me attempting the boss, or hopefully just getting to the boss room, because at this rate, I'm dying a whole bunch. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.